Hello and welcome to episode 16 of the Sky Factory series. You guys, we're going to get stuff knocked out today. There's quite a few challenges left in Tier 2 that we need to get done, and we're probably going to finish up Tier 2 today. Tier 3 we'll move into in subsequent episodes because they're all very abstract and kind of hard to do, but we will get them taken care of. So to start it off, let's knock this one out. 10 heart canisters. That's one of the challenges that is in Tier 2. If we come here and look at the quest book now, that one should be completed. So let's go ahead and claim that reward. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead and put them on. So now if we look over here at the Tinker's inventory, you can see that there are 10 of the red heart canisters. I've also got plenty of yellow hearts, so I'm probably going to go ahead and make those canisters, but that was not one of the challenges, so I'm just going to do that off camera. And guys, the next challenge we're going to do, we're going to go to the end, and we're going to kill that Ender Dragon, and it's going to be an epic Skyborn battle. You're going to enjoy watching it so much. I'll be back once I'm ready to go there. So guys, as it turns out, it is really easy in this version of the pack to go to the end, or to make an Ender portal, I guess I should say. Because if you use the Ender Essence, you just make an Ender portal. I don't know if that's like intended, if the guy who made Magical Crops made it that way on purpose, or if maybe something's just become messed up with my pack, but that is sure something that is going on. So, anyways, I also made some Enderstone, so that way I could have an interesting, or rather appropriate texture around the portal here. But yeah, it really is that simple. I just come here and do this, and then throw it on the portal, and there we go. That's the entrance to the end. So, I'm going to accomplish that challenge here in a minute, and I'm going to do another one at the same time. Let's go on in. So let me get flying, and then figure out where the Ender Dragon is. Ah, okay. Okay. See, because I thought it's all well and good to fight the Ender Dragon. You know, that's normal. You guys have seen that before. But I figured that one of the Tier 3 challenges is to fight two bosses at the same time. So I might, in addition to fighting the Ender Dragon here, just go ahead and summon a Wither too, for funsies. Sorry guys, I'm rubbish with a bow. I'm no good at all. I say as I miraculously improve. So I think that's enough to give us a good base here. Let's go ahead and do this. Horribleness that I can't believe I'm doing. Sounds like such a terrible idea. There we go. Alright, let's put the sword there and the bow here. I'll let him fight some of the Endermen there for a minute if he will. Oh, he's gonna fight the Enderman. So, this is gonna be fun, guys, but I still know that it's going to be long and boring. So, I'm gonna cut out for now, and I'll bring you back in a little bit. The Wither popped his shields, guys, so I thought I'd bring you back. Got that one down. Alright, so let's go down closer to where the Ender Dragon will be. Try to find him. Oh, there he is. Oh, I figured he would have swooped up at me. That's okay, that's what we'll do now. Come on, buddy. Oh, I didn't know the Ender Dragons were such cowards. There we go. God, it's still so loud. Alright guys, I'm going to continue to chase him around. It's funny to me, with so little spawning area, how many Endermen can gather on one of those little platforms once you destroy the crystal on top of it. Look at them, there's just scads of them. Alright guys, it seems like maybe I'm about to strike the final blow, so I thought I should bring you in. As soon as he turns. And there we go. Missed a lot of that experience by playing Skyblock, but whatever, I suppose. But yeah, that's the Ender Dragon and the Wither fought at the same time, and that's one dead Ender Dragon. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Hopefully the quest book will have updated with us completing that quest. Good, it did. Ender Dragon dead. Claim that reward. And let's see. I'll have to go back to the overworld to submit the reward for the other one, so I'll be back in just a second. Alright guys, we're back in the overworld. So here we're going to take a look at the code 3, or the tier 3 challenges, because I did go ahead and put those all together today, or yesterday maybe. So here they all are. Now, most of them are impossible to code, basically. Could not put them in with the hardcore quest system because there are various things that you can't track. So, for instance, the one where I fight 2 bosses, impossible to track. But when I accomplish that, I do have very specific sacrifices that I can make to say that I accomplished the quest. Now, in truth, you could just sacrifice all the stuff and complete all the quests, but that's not what it's about, and that's not what I'm going to do. So here we go. You can see for this one, I need an Eye of Ender and a Wither Skull. Manually submit. Got those done. Claim that reward. Alright, so let's look at this reward bag for completing the Ender Dragon kill. 15 iron, definitely something I can use. And then here's the one for the 2 at once quest. 10 emerald ore. That's good. That's good. I will totally take that. Also got a full heart in the exchange because that's what the tier 3 quests offer. So now I've got 15 lives. Not as big a deal to me. I'm pretty good about not falling over the edge and stuff like that, despite the very, very first death I had being falling over the edge. But some people aren't, so I did want to provide plenty of hearts, plenty of lives for people, should this ever actually get released to anyone. But yeah, so now that I have all of the challenges linked in the book, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at those, see what we're going to do next, and then I'll get back with you guys. See you in a minute. So, kind of a quick update. I thought that we would go ahead and look at finishing out the trophy challenges. Now, number 1, if we look here in the tier 1 challenges, we can see here that I've added one down here. As it turns out, I forgot to put in that one of the tier 1 challenges for the trophy room was to put together 20 force flasks. Now obviously I don't have force flasks because Darkcraft has not been updated and I haven't been able to put it in, but I do have safari nets. So I have almost captured 20 mobs, and once I do that I'm going to throw that in. And then also the essence berry bush. It's really not pullable in X Asterisk. She has not added it yet. I do have a request into Love Holy to go ahead and add that functionality back in there. But in the meantime, I don't have it, so I just made a recipe for it with bottles of enchanting using Mind Tweaker. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that out, and then that'll be that quest done. Or not, because it's not detecting as the proper bush or something like that. I'll have to check in what's going on there, guys. I thought I'd fixed it. Oh well. And then over here, let's look at the tier 2 challenges. So a couple of them have already been done because I've already collected the items from them. 5 nether stars arranged into another star, all the skulls, and next is a human head. Now again, this is something that I don't have a way of getting necessarily, because I don't die a lot, and if I do, it's usually falling into the void. So I had to make a recipe for this too. So 2 eyes of ender, 4 blocks of flesh from Thaumcraft, skull and 2 string. Pull that out, and then see if that updated. Yay, it did. Okay, so the 4th one, 20 unique open blocks trophies. That I do not have. I am not complete with that one yet. I do have quite a few of them from the various monsters that I've killed. You can see here, this is my unique side. I have some extra ones over here, but got zombie pigman, zombie, creeper, skeleton, blaze, magma slime, and enderman. But nowhere near as many of those as I need to finish that off. But you can see over here how I've arranged the skulls in the trophy room. You didn't see that before because they weren't there. And then back here I've got the 5 nether stars arranged in the pattern like it says in the quest. So I'm going to try and figure out a good way to get open blocks trophies, but I think that just comes down to killing the monsters over and over again. And I'm going to try to figure out a couple more mobs that I can put in Safari Nets to finish that one out too, guys. So I'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, so I've done a few things since the last time that I shot a video. I've started a row of capacitors here. I've got some other ones that I'm going to fill in that are, I got the materials for them cooking up over there anyways. And then down there at the very end you can see I've got a nether star generator. Now for those of you who have never used one of these before, they are a generator like all the other generators that I've been using, minus the magmatic dynamos, that comes from extra utilities. There are 3 versions of it, each with a progressively higher power output. There's the basic one, which requires all kinds of materials, a nether star, 4 wither skulls, and then this unstable ingot block, which is a huge pain to craft. You just can't do it with the normal unstable ingots, the way that you've seen me craft them before. It's just impossible to put 9 of them together, because that's how many it takes to do this in 10 seconds. So you have to use the unstable nuggets to form into the semi-stable blocks, to then put them into the unstable ingot blocks, which are made from these right here to get each ingot. And I mean, look at that. It's a ridiculous crafting recipe. I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of silly that you have to do this much work to be able to get the ingots for it. But I did, since I have enough resources available to me that I can do this. It just took me a while to water and can all the plants to get enough to go around. But anyways, I made enough to get one of the second tier ones, which is the ×8 power multiplier ones. So I've tested that these will accept power directly from a nether star generator, so that's no problem there. Let me zoom in here just so I can make sure. Oh man, how do I rotate it around? Control maybe? No. Alright, well, anyways, I know it'll accept power directly from the nether star generator. And then as soon as I've got this accepting good power, I'm going to have it flow up into the network there and start putting power out into the network. Because these things do fire a lot of power, but only for a small amount of time. I believe the full is 8,000 something RF per tick, and it does it for 10 seconds. So, I think maybe we could fill these capacitor banks up. Oh, other key though. You have to, within 10 blocks of the nether star generator, you die rapidly. So you don't want to be anywhere near it when you're doing it. So let's put one of the nether stars in here. And I don't really think that we're going to get any visual indicator that it's started its business. But let's take a look at the capacitor banks here, if I can cut through the lag a little bit. And you can see that's a pretty big power increase. If there was any way that I could totally automate nether star generation, I would, but I don't have a good way to do that. Not a way that's safe anyways. And I don't want withers like roaming around my base here. So yeah, we'll do another one so we can see it increase in power some more. Yeah, just look at that go. That is rather impressive to see in action there. That is so much RF per tick. I could run any machine I want off that. I could probably put all the speed upgrades in my factory up there and get it kicking at full gear. Not that I have too much material left to shred down, that it's such a big deal anymore, but yeah, guys, power solved. Which is good, because one of the tier 3 challenges is to run this bad boy at full power. This mining laser over here. I think I showed you guys the stuff for this before, but I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, that's one of the challenges, so that's why I'm trying to make sure that I have a near infinite supply of power, because I have to run this thing at full tilt for one of the tier 3 challenges, which is difficult to do because it sucks up a lot of power to run. Anyways, I think the next thing that I've got to work on is I've got to make the cobblestone generator go much, much faster, since that's required for a couple of the challenges, actually. I'll be back with you guys once I've made some progress on that. I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, quick sort of update here, and also probably a wrap up to the episode if my judgment at the time is correctly. So we've got the cobblestone generation going here, a little bit more robust than just the single one we had going before. And in each one of these we've got 64 of the world interaction upgrades, so that each time 64 cobblestone is being pulled out, you can't have more than a single stack of these on any of the transfer nodes, because they won't pull any more than 64 out of a single stone. You could have more than one of the transfer nodes on the cobblestone, and each one of those transfer nodes can have 64 of these world interaction upgrades, so that each one is pumping out 64 cobblestone every time it pulls some. But you can't have more than a single transfer node, more than a stack in a single transfer node. I've also got 57 of the speed upgrades, because I find that that's pretty near instant. To really hit the 10,000 cobble per second challenge that is in there, I'm going to need way more of these, because I don't think that I can make these go too much faster. As you can see here, cobblestone's going at, gosh, about 300-400 per second, something like that. So you can see it takes a lot more than just the 8 I've got going here to get this thing really cranking up. But we do have over 3 million cobblestone. That's quite a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hook this back up so that it can start draining the cobblestone out. Let me just grab a transfer pipe real quick. It'll start draining the cobblestone out. I put a stack upgrade in there, although it moves pretty slowly. I'm going to have to throw some speed upgrades in here to get any kind of a decent thing going. But it'll pump the cobblestone into here, which makes the single compressed. This makes the double, triple, and so on and so forth until we get down here, and this is the one that makes the octuple compressed cobblestone. So we'll see how fast that gets going once I've got some speed upgrades in here. We'll kind of time it out and see if it can make an octuple in less than an hour, because that is also one of the challenges. So let's go up here and finish one of the challenges. So you can see here in the back I've got drying racks just full of the safari nets, and each one of them does have a unique creature in it. Most of them are color coded to the creature. A couple of them are not. Like one of these is the pink slime, and one of these is some of the other, I think, the heat scar spider. A couple of the other mod monsters that don't show up as a color palette inside of the MFR spawning net. But all of them are unique, I promise, and there is 20 of them. So let's go ahead and submit this piece of string to gain this reward. 10 seeds. Thank you, reward bag. That was totally needed. But alright guys, that's going to wrap up this episode, because I'm sure that we're sitting at over 20 minutes now. Thank you all for watching. I really hope that you did enjoy the episode. We made a lot of progress, even though it doesn't feel like it, because there's a lot of random stuff that we've been doing. But if you did enjoy it, please leave a like on the episode so that I know. It makes me feel like I should keep going with these things. And also feel free to subscribe for more. I'm working on a couple of other projects. A couple of people have asked me questions about the mod pack, so I'm going to do a tutorial video on that most likely. And then also, I've just got a couple of other games on the horizon that I'm looking at maybe doing Let's Play series on. I'll let you know more about that in the future. Thank you all for watching again, and have a great night.